What's up, everyone? Here to do Attack on Titan episode 13. Okay, so this week's episode, things finally pick up because the last three episodes, they weren't bad episodes because they were for build up, but I don't know, they just seemed a little stretched out and yeah, just a little long. I wanted to kind of get back to killing some Titans, but finally we get back to the action. The episode starts off with Rika's yeah, I'm pretty sure her name is Rika or Rico, and her squad gets wiped out, or there are only two of them left. So they're like, okay, well, we need to back up to the boulder, and then they go to Gene, and he's trying to get the maneuver gear from that body that we saw last week, and he can't get it off. And out of nowhere, Marco comes and kind of distracts the Titan and gets him to draw him away. And after that, Gene finally gets the gear on and he gets going, and something is wrong. Like, he said something about the trigger pull was too hard, and he falls down again. And luckily, Coney's there to save him, and he distracts another Titan. And another question that I had, or something that came up in my head, is Misaka the only person who can kill Titans? Because, like, I saw multiple opportunities for other people to just hit them in the back of the neck, but instead, like, see them, like, hitting them in the head or going around them. But why don't you just slice off the, like, back neck meat? But I don't know. I just feel like maybe people can't physically do it like Misaka or something. I'm not actually sure, but it was just a question that raised in my head. But anyways, after that, I forget her name, but I think it's Annie with the blonde hair, and Gene is actually going towards a Titan, and it looks like he's about to get eaten. But I think she saves him, and they get on top of the wall, and then everybody goes, look, and it goes down, and Eren is finally moving the boulder, and everybody's like, oh my gosh, he's actually doing it. And Ian just tells everyone, we have to protect him at all cost. And everyone starts protecting Eren, and then they look down, and there's somebody named Mitabi, and they're saying, oh my gosh, what are they doing? They're running on the ground because the Titans, they aren't even worried about the humans. They're more worried about Eren. It's almost like they kind of know what he's doing, but it doesn't make sense to me because they're supposed to be dumb. But anyways, they finally draw their attention, and the Titans start running towards them. And yeah, everyone's like, that's suicide. Oh my gosh, like, I can't believe they're on the ground. So they said, let's join them. And everybody starts running on the ground to pretty much sacrifice themselves just so Eren can move this boulder. And it goes to Eren, and he's in his head. He goes, Misaka, Armin, because he's actually somewhat conscious now. And he goes, what are you guys doing? Like, you can keep eating down there. And Eren just kind of goes on a little speech and talks about, like, no matter what, like, we must keep fighting. Like it was just a really cool speech by Eren, talking about how they have to keep fighting and keep trying, because if you want to be free, like, that's what you have to do, because we're born free, but we can't let pretty much the Titans, like, overtake us. And he finally goes by the people and closes it, and everybody's like in shock. And it goes to Rico, and it looks like she almost is about to cry, because she's like, oh my gosh, she actually did it. This is the first, like, step for them to ever even, like, compete with the Titans, let alone beat them. And yeah, it was just a really big moment for them. And she talks about how they won for the first time, and then Misaka says, we have to get them out, and or we have to get Eren out. And they're getting Eren out, and Armin can't pull him out. So Rico's like, well, we have to cut it. And she cuts it off. And Armin says his body is so hot and is trying to fuse with the Titan, which I thought to know was very important, or for later on, it'll be important towards his powers. But They get him out, and as they get him out, they look up, and there are two Titans above them, and it doesn't look good for everybody. But out of nowhere, the boss, Captain Levi, comes out of nowhere and takes him out and says, "Bratz, what's going on?" Because he doesn't know of anything that is going on. So then they kind of go to their totals and what happened after this, and they said 207 people died and like 800 were wounded, and they were saying even though it was a victory, people still want to celebrate because it was a big loss. And then after all that, they say they took two Titans alive, I guess, and I guess they want to see like experiment with Titans a little more. And after that, they go to Eren, and he's actually in the military police jail underground because like people didn't forget, even though Captain Pixis pulled off that plan, other people in the higher ups don't know what's going on. And they go to Commander Irwin and Captain Levi, and Commander Irwin talks to Eren about the key and says, we have to retake Zazan and Maria, if we really want to get to your basement. And he says, well, what do you want to do? Because you say this is the key. And they also talk a little bit about the Armored and Colossal Titans, saying that they're kind of factors that they have to put in it because they don't know where they are. And they said they're fundamentally like Eren. And it kind of just rolls a question in my mind, like, are the other Titans people from the outside, or who are they? But that was just another question I had. And also, he gives him the choice. What do you want to do? And he says, I want to join the Survey Corps and eradicate them all. And it sparks Levi's interest because, as we've seen a couple episodes before, Levi has the same goal. So Levi says, Captain Irwin, I'll take him pretty much under my wing, and if he messes up or goes out of control, I'll kill him on the spot. And that's how the episode ends, and it was finally a really good episode, back to where we were before. And I guess let me know what you guys think. Thanks.